I never thought someone I considered a friend at work could betray me so quietly. Yet so completely. It started with small things. A misplaced email here, a forgotten update there. At first, I tried to brush it off, thinking maybe it was an accident or oversight. But then the pattern became impossible to ignore. One day, during a crucial project meeting, I realized that a coworker had presented my work as their own. My heart sank. I felt this sharp, heavy weight in my chest. The kind of hurt that makes you question everything you thought you knew about someone. I kept replaying the moments in my head. The trust, the collaboration, the conversations I thought were genuine. I felt lost, stunned, and betrayed, unsure how to respond. In that moment, I had a choice: react in anger, or stay calm and find a way to handle it thoughtfully. That choice would define everything that came next. Before the betrayal, I truly believed in our team. I had spent months building relationships, helping my coworker when they struggled, and investing my energy into our projects. I trusted them, shared ideas openly, and celebrated small victories together. I thought our collaboration was mutual, grounded in respect and honesty. It's hard to describe the emotional weight of realizing someone you believed in didn't hold the same values. Each shared task, each conversation now carried a subtle sting. I kept asking myself, how could I have misread them? Was I too trusting? Even though the work itself was important, it was the human connection that made it meaningful. Feeling that connection broken was heavier than any project disappointment. I realized that trust isn't just about getting along. It's about believing someone has your back. And when that foundation cracked, it left me reeling, questioning not just the situation, but also my judgment and my own ability to navigate the workplace. The betrayal didn't hit me all at once. It was quiet, subtle, almost imperceptible at first. I began noticing moments where my coworker would take credit for ideas I had shared in meetings, or they would offer a version of my work without acknowledging my contribution. Small gestures, yes, but each one carried a weight that settled in my chest like a heavy stone. I felt hurt, confused, and frustrated, but I also questioned myself. Had I imagined it? Was I overreacting? That internal conflict made it even harder to confront the situation. I wanted to believe that people I trusted wouldn't intentionally undermine me. Every time I tried to assert myself, I felt the sting of being ignored or dismissed. My confidence wavered, and I became more cautious, more observant. I realized that this wasn't just about the work. It was about integrity, respect, and recognizing how betrayal can slowly chip away at your trust in others. As the subtle sabotage continued, the weight of it started affecting me more than I expected. I found myself replaying moments in my head, questioning my abilities, and feeling a quiet frustration that I didn't want anyone to see. Nights became longer with overthinking, and even simple tasks at work felt heavier because I was carrying not just my responsibilities, but the invisible burden of betrayal. I felt conflicted. Part of me wanted to confront my coworker immediately, to express how hurt I was, but another part knew that reacting impulsively could backfire, make me look unprofessional, or worsen the situation. I realized that this was bigger than just anger or embarrassment. The betrayal made me reflect on my own values and boundaries. I started to understand that maintaining composure, focusing on facts, and observing carefully would give me clarity. Even though it was emotionally draining, it also became the foundation for the strategy I would later develop to navigate the situation wisely after days of emotional turmoil. I realized that the only way to regain control was through patience and clear thinking. I decided not to react impulsively or let anger guide me. Instead, I focused on observing, documenting, and planning carefully. Every email, every shared document, every meeting note became a way to ensure that facts spoke louder than emotions. I reminded myself that responding with composure would show my strength, far more than confrontation ever could. I also sought quiet guidance from trusted mentors outside the situation, discussing strategies for handling workplace challenges without drama. Each step I took was deliberate, gathering evidence of my contributions, keeping records, and preparing myself mentally for the conversations that might come. It wasn't about outsmarting anyone in a mean-spirited way. It was about protecting my integrity, showing my value, and letting the truth eventually speak for itself. By staying calm, I started feeling empowered again, slowly replacing frustration with a quiet confidence that I could handle this. Eventually, all the careful planning and patience began to pay off. The truth slowly emerged, not through drama, but through facts and integrity. My contributions were recognized in meetings, emails, and project reports. Colleagues who had once doubted me now saw the work I had put in and the value I brought to the team. It was a quiet, almost surreal moment to realize that honesty and patience had prevailed. I didn't need to call anyone out or act out of spite. I had simply stayed true to myself and let the facts speak. That alone created a shift in perception, both for my coworker and the rest of the team. The satisfaction wasn't about winning against someone else. It was about reclaiming my confidence, validating my effort, and proving to myself that integrity matters more than instant gratification or emotional reactions. The situation that once left me, hurt and uncertain, became a powerful lesson in resilience and self-respect. Looking back, the experience taught me lessons I'll carry for the rest of my career. Being betrayed by someone I trusted was painful, but it also showed me the power of patience, integrity, and thoughtful action. I realized that how we respond to challenges defines us far more than the actions of others. I learned that reclaiming control doesn't require anger, confrontation, or revenge. It requires clarity, documenting facts, staying calm, and trusting that your work and honesty will eventually speak for themselves. The satisfaction I felt wasn't from proving someone wrong, but from proving to myself that I could handle adversity with grace. If you've ever been hurt or betrayed at work, remember that resilience and self-respect are stronger than any momentary reaction. I want to hear from you. What would you have done if this happened to you? Comment below, and if this story resonated, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more heartfelt stories about navigating life and work.